Welcome back. This video should also be nice and short. So let's look at the answers. Test scores of students in this class. Well, the sampling unit would be a student, and the sampling frame, we're looking for a list. Well, a list of students in the class would, for example, be given by the register. Sharpness of forks made in a batch at a fork factory. Well, the fork is the sampling unit, and someone will have to produce a list of forks in the batch in order to have a sampling frame. So maybe they could number them, or they could, or however they want to do it. Mental health of donkeys in a donkey sanctuary. Well, the sampling unit would be the donkey. And again, just like the previous question with forks, you need to have a list of donkeys. And I'm sure at a donkey sanctuary, they will have a list of donkeys already. Prosecutions of UK drivers. So the sampling unit would be a UK driver. And if you want to look very knowledgeable and intelligent, then you can refer to the DVLA database. So D stands for driving, V stands for vehicle licensing authority. I'm guessing something like that. But basically, based in Swansea, the DVLA will be the people who issue driving licenses and all that sort of stuff. So they will automatically have a database of every single driver in the UK. And then voting intentions of those eligible to vote in the next election. So the sampling unit will be the eligible voters. And again, you can look smart by being aware that there is an electoral roll, which basically is a very long list of all the people who are able to vote. So now and again, you or your parents will get a letter just checking who in your house is eligible to vote or will be eligible to vote within the next 2 years. And then that gets sent off and they make sure their list, their electoral roll is up to date. Having said that, if you were to write a list of drivers or a list of eligible voters, then the exam board would accept that as the answer. Okay, so what's happening here? We collect data either from a sample or from the entire population, and data collected from the entire population is known as, so do you know that every 10 years, in the year ending with a 1, your parents, presumably, will fill out a questionnaire. What is that questionnaire called? It is called a census. Now, a census, as I say, is the thing that comes around every 10 years in a year ending with a 1. Okay, but in general, it's just data collected from the entire population rather than from a sample. Okay, this is the last slide of the video, and I just want you to stop the video and think about the advantages and disadvantages of a census compared with a sample. So as I say, a census is data collected from the entire population, whereas a sample will be data collected from a smaller portion of the population.